Hey guys, I that first clip that I threw in there with me and the kids playing ping pong was to illustrate that, if you want to become good at something, you got to put in the work and the effort. And even though it can be frustrating at first and maybe even frustrating for a while, if you want to get good at it, don't give up. Just keep putting in the work, and slowly, whether you see it or not, you are getting better and you can do it and you can achieve your goals. Just don't give up. That's the key. So my wife inspired me to make this video, and as you saw in the beginning clips, this was post-COVID. So, we all had COVID, everything shut down sometime around March, I think, here in Florida. All the gyms were closed. As I said in my last video, I had no home gym. I didn't know anybody with a home gym. And so I was not able to lift weights for about 6 months, a little bit more, but less than 7 months. And I'd considered buying weights online, but they were either too expensive for what was available, or more commonly, most of the things that I wanted to buy from weightlifting manufacturers were out of stock. Like, every company was out of stock. So I didn't get my hands on it, and I went for the longest time that I've ever gone since I started lifting weights at 14 years old, without lifting. So longest break, over 6 months, not a single weight lifted. Did some push-ups for a little bit, but I became bored of that, and I started prioritizing other things like getting outside, playing with the kids, taking the boat out, just doing work. So I was on a long break, and when I got back into it, I felt really weak, both mentally and physically. I wasn't recording for the first 1-2 weeks back. When I got back that first week, I was doing, I still went 3 days a week, but I was only doing just a bar and 45. So I was doing 135 pounds, and I was doing 5 sets of 20 reps each. So 100 reps, and I'd finish for the week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. After the very first workout on that Monday, I was so sore, like I've never been sore before, even though I was only doing 135 pounds. And, that really kind of hit my confidence where I was at and where I'm now at. And it wasn't really like anything I could have done. I mean, COVID hit everybody, right? So, either way, I was frustrated, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue. I obviously wasn't recording. There was nothing to record. But I went back for week 2, and I changed it up a little bit. I got a little bit stronger. Oh, by the way, those week 1 reps, the 20 rep sets of 135 pounds were actually hard. And so that's what was so frustrating, was that it was actually difficult to do. But the second week, went back, I did the normal 135 warm up, just 1 set, and I did 50 reps total. So I did 5 sets still, but I cut back the reps to 10. So I finished that week. I did Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 50 reps of 185 on each of those days. And then I started recording when I went back. So week 3, I was shooting for 50 reps, and that's when I started recording, and you can see what I did, the weights and all that. I broke it up by week 3A and week 3B, and I basically, I knew I wasn't going to get back to where I was if I kept doing the lighter weights, although it felt very safe. I mean, there was no way I was going to hurt myself like I have in the past, with the bar dropping on my chest. But that's not my goal. My goal is to kind of get back to where I was before, and maybe eventually break that personal best. Anyway, So I started increasing the weight and decreasing the amount of reps total that I would do. The reason that I started with, high volume is because one, it's just safer, and then two, I was weaker. But three, also, I notice every time that I take a break or get a little injury, the first thing that falls off is my endurance. Not so much my strength. I think that stays for a little bit, but I can never get the amount of reps that I had, before whatever injury or whatever break I took. So that's why I was shooting for that high volume early on. But as the weeks go on, as you'll see, week 4, week 5, 5B, 6, 7, I do start dropping the amount of reps and increasing the amount of weights. The other hurdle that I had during this time was trying to rebuild my confidence to attempt the 315 again. I stayed at 275 for over a week. I just wasn't sure how far off I was from 315, and then now with COVID, I mean, I don't, if I don't know the person, I'm definitely not. I feel uneasy asking them to spot. I feel like I'm imposing on them and their safety. I mean, I felt like I was imposing before anytime I'd ask anyone to spot me, but now with COVID, even more so. So I'm not gonna ask for a spotter. I pretty much went 3 days a week, every week since I've been back. So if you see for instance, week 4, and then it jumps over to week 5, that just means that I kept that weight for all 3 days of that week 4, and I didn't change it. But if you see week 5 and then week 5B, that means that I changed the weight around in that same week. So I try to further segment it. Might be confusing, but that's in my head. I thought that might be helpful. For anyone wondering why I'm talking over this whole video, it's because these clips are still from the old GoPro where the sound had stopped working on me. So I looked through my inventory, and I've only got, I think, maybe 3 more sessions that were recorded on that old GoPro. So hopefully in the next upload, probably you'll have the normal cool gym sounds again. If you guys, if anyone is still thinking if they should go back or on the fence about it, I made this video to show you that you can get back to where you were. I mean, I'm not fully back yet, but I'm well on my way. And the longer you wait, the harder it becomes. So if you're thinking about doing it, just step right up and get in there and put in that effort so that you can get the results that you want. Okay, kind of random, but I did look for some music that I could put into this video so I don't have to talk to you the whole time, or you don't have to hear my voice the whole time, but I could not figure it out. So I am back. I want to thank you guys for keeping the comment section positive. There's a lot of positivity there, which I'm all about, being kind and positive and optimistic and things like that. And it's important to me because my kids watch these videos. They like to see the family scenes, and sometimes they will stumble their way into the comments and read some of the things, and I've had to explain some things to them in the past videos that weren't so positive, but lately I've been keeping an eye on that, and on them as well and what they're reading and stuff. But I've noticed a trend, and there's been a lot of positivity. So I just want to thank you guys for that. I know that my subs, my subs are good people. They're all positive. I think it's just some of the random guys that get in there and I think you guys call them haters or something, and there's a lot of negativity and a lot of bad words, things like that. But thank you guys for keeping it positive and setting the tone and setting the example for others to follow. If you're curious where I am at now on the bench, I can tell you that the current scene that you're watching right now, I think this was like week 7. 2 days after this scene is when I went to meet up with Corky. That, in that last video I showed you some clips where I was doing legs. Well, that day I'd maxed out. I went heavy because Corky was there and he was able to spot me and stuff, so I was comfortable with it. But that day I had gotten 345 on my last bench set. I did it once. I got it. I didn't fail it. I probably could have done 350 or 355, but that would be it. And that was about, gosh, I want to say that was like 2 or 3 weeks ago is when we had that workout. And I've gotten a little bit stronger since then, so I bet I'm at like 365 maybe right now. I'm just not confident enough to do it without a spotter just yet. I've got another little clip at the end of the bench scenes here to further illustrate to you that it is not too late to get back into the gym. If my kids can do it, if they can learn something new, then you guys can certainly get back into it. Hopefully get another upload for you guys here shortly. Thank you so much for watching my videos, liking them, being engaged in the comment section and all that good stuff. I really appreciate you guys watching. All right, I got your new line, so it's not the cheap one, and it won't get tangled. Yep, whenever you're ready. Take a look at it, Lucas. It's behind you. So that means you released it too early. That's okay. We're just seeing where you're currently at right now. And then we'll see where we gotta work to make you better. You got a flower? Yeah. And Lucas is undoing his tangle. You forgot how to do it? Okay, well, you got to reel up. You got to close your bail. Yeah, and then reel up your slack. There you go, Lila. Nice. Good job, Lila. You did it. By myself. Yep. Now keep on practicing that, and then we'll work on accuracy next. Maybe next time. Okay, reel up your slack, buddy. I can't. Oh, because look, you got your line twisted underneath it. You see? There. Now reel up your slack. Right about there. You don't want it all the way at the tip top. You want it just a little bit lower. Yeah, the reel closed itself. Try again. Perfect, Lila. That's 6 in a row. Yeah, nice job. Nice, Lucas. You got to release just a little bit later to get it in front of you. Good job, buddy. Good job, Lila. You guys gonna be ready to fish on the boat with me soon. Keep practicing. All right, guys, let's do it again.
Again?
Perfect. Lucas, that was perfect. Yep, your turn. Perfect. Yep, right out in front of you. Good distance. I think you guys can go on the boat with me now. Like on a fishing trip. Let's see how many more perfect ones you can get. Just keep on doing it. Ginger, no. She's good. She won't go for it. She's a good dog. But don't tempt her, though. Try not to do that right in front of her.